Brought to you by Sunbeam, the best electric appliances made. The deluxe Sunbeam Mixmaster food mixer, the beautiful Sunbeam automatic percolator, and the new Sunbeam radiant control toaster. Now, let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now, one of the wittiest and most respected men in television, the man that has made the bread box a national institution, Mr. Steve Allen. You're welcome. Thank you.
Very nice. And on my left, a young lady who is a very brilliant actress, as you all know, but you may not be as familiar as I am with the fact that she's also a very fine cook, seamstress, mother, homemaker, Miss Jayne Meadows.
And now, a gentleman who is very well known to all of you as a publisher, an author, a columnist, and the husband of the very beautiful Phyllis Cerf, but I think even on this very special night, he would rather be introduced as the father of the very handsome Christopher and John Cerf. Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
Steve, it's nice to have you back casting your bread box on the waters. Well, we've been having a meeting, the panel, to confirm as panel master John Daly, and despite the fact that some of his answers are very evasive and very misleading, we've confirmed him. I hope the president is listening. So here's our panel moderator, John Charles Daly.
Bennett is going down to Washington tomorrow. Going to talk to the American Library Association tomorrow night. And I'll contact the American Library Association and see who's been misleading whom the following day. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. It's good to have Mrs. and Mr. Allen back with us. Steve, as you know, spent so many months with us. And it is my fond hope that we can celebrate Steve's return by sticking the panel on every single contestant we have tonight. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the show, and we'll have our first contestant in just one. Let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? Right there. Grover. Criswell. Is that right, sir? Franklin Heller, our director, has lenses only so big, you see. And when you get over there and I'm over here, he can't get us both in, and then he gives me the devil, not you.
I see, okay.
That's the trouble. Where are you from, Mr. Criswell?
St. Petersburg Beach, Florida.
St. Petersburg Beach, Florida. That's
right.
I take it contiguous upon St. Petersburg.
Well, St. Petersburg Beach is a little bit different. We like it better.
I don't want to get into any trouble with anybody's Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Criswell, the panel. Mr. Criswell. Now, will you join me over here, please? You know how we keep score, Mr. Criswell?
Yes, sir.
Fine, then let's let the audience in the theater, those looking in at home, know exactly what your line is. All right? Now, I will tell you that Mr. Criswell is self-employed, and let's begin the festivities with Arlene Francis.
Mr. Criswell, can men and women enjoy your services?
Yes.
Is there any product involved with what you do?
Yes.
Is it a product that I might use?
Yes.
You're tentative about that, are you?
Yes. It's tentative because there would have to be a precondition to your interest in it, you see.
All right. Would anybody that uses this product have to have a special interest in this product rather than just the man on the street using it?
Yes, I think so.
Would it be a product that is used out of doors?
Yes.
It could be, if you don't mind.
Do you have to do something with this product to make it useful?
No.
No, don't think we can say that. 1 down and 9 to go. Mr. Allen.
Mr. Criswell, is the fact that you are from Florida in any way significant here? In connection
Yes,
with-
I think so.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me have a small conference.
He doesn't usually bother with these with men.
Steve, we've got a difficult problem here because, you know, we want to be very careful not in any way to mislead you. And since I think an affirmative answer would mislead you, we'll change it to no.
Thank you, John.
I'm on, am I? Mr. Criswell, in the words of a former member of this panel, is your product smaller than a bread box?
Yes.
Would it be something, if it can be used indoors and out of doors, would it be something that could be used in an aquarium?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Criswell, might this product with which you're connected be used by the armed forces in any way?
Yes.
Wait a minute, John.
Would you like to rephrase that question or phrase it again?
I will go further. If the armed forces use this product, it would not be in promoting or proceeding with any kind of warfare. Is that correct?
It might.
Bennett, may I tell you very simply that I wish you'd never brought this matter up.
Should we just drop it?
I'm a
and go
little
on?
bothered here because I have to get a clarification, and I'm a little bit fearful that in getting the clarification I may have to give something away.
Okay.
When you say the armed forces, do you put a connotation of the absolute present upon the question, or are you speaking historically?
I was speaking, no, not historically. I meant would they possibly use it today?
Thank you very much. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss President.
Is this product consumed in any way?
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Allen.
Would it help us to pin down the war? It always
Yes.
does, I think.
Yes.
I see. The word historic. You did give something away, John, but I might as well give it back because I don't know what to do with it. Well, the Civil War is popular these days. Has it anything to do with the Civil War?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm down south.
Confederate money is all I can think of.
Well, I'm getting money on this side and clothing on this side, which is a pretty fair deal now that I think of it. You can live on that, you know. Well, I'll go on the left here.
Better.
Is there anything involved in clothing? Is clothing in any way involved in what you do?
No.
6 down and 4 to go.
Well, listen to me. Well, if it isn't clothing, and it would be something to do with the war and soldiers, would it be in the form of a gun or ammunition or something like that?
No.
No, that's 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Would it have anything to do with Confederate flags or drapes or something that might have been used by the Confederate Army?
No.
No. 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Francis.
Then we can rule out apparel in every sense of the word, can we?
Yes.
We can. Is there anything in the product that you deal with that has to do, that would entertain or amuse people?
Yes.
Would I be correct in saying that this is not necessarily a game?
Yes.
Is it something that you look at?
Yes.
Would it be in a display place, in a museum?
Sometimes.
Would it be, sometimes?
We have a conference.
Should I,
You may have 30 seconds for a conference.
We have these cycloramas.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything artistic about what you do, Mr. Criswell?
No.
9
Thanks a
down
lot.
and 1 to go,
Bennett,
Mr.
sir.
Allen.
Well, we left this area of Confederate money open. Does that do us any good? I mean, does Confederate money have anything to do with your
Certainly it does.
ding-dong?
Yes.
Oh.
You wouldn't listen to me, huh?
Do you make and sell Confederate money? Make or sell Confederate?
No, I don't make it.
And just to get the record straight, Mr. Criswell does not make and sell it. He buys and sells it. But this was wonderful. We sat here waiting for you, what, 4 no's ago. I thought we'd been tipped over and you happily went running. Well, we tipped this over anyway.
John, I would like to say that one thing that this round has taught us is that a man should not always listen to his wife. Sometime the other woman knows something, too.
Any man that has to learn that on this show.
I would say one fascinating. I had a minute to talk with Mr. Criswell just before we came on, and do you know that he has, well, look, he has a bill. He has a $1,000 Confederate bill in his pocket, which today is worth $1,000 because it's so rare. And he has a $5 Confederate bill back at the shop, as we
But
call
who
it.
would buy it?
Collectors, numismatists, and see here. This is it's not much good. Actually, this is unfair to the folks at home because the definition, camera-wise, is almost impossible. But there's a $1,000 Confederate bill which is worth $1,000 today because it's so rare as a collector's item.
With that bandage on Mr. Criswell's finger, I was going to hazard a wild guess he was a pickpocket a while ago.
Well, thanks very much, Mr. Criswell. Yes, wonderful having you with us. We had a lot of fun with your occupation. Thank you very much. Well, nicely done, panel. Let's see what we can do with our second challenger. Would you come in and sign in, please? Right there, please. Linda Earnhardt. Linda Earnhardt. Is it Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
It is Miss? Good. How old are you, Linda?
13.
Good. Where are you from?
Kernersville, North Carolina.
Kernersville?
Right.
North Carolina. All right. Miss Earnhardt, the panel. Panel, Miss Earnhardt, would you come over here with me, please? Tell me, Miss Earnhardt, do you know how we keep score?
Yes.
All right, then we'll let the people at home and those who are here in the theater know exactly what your line is. All right, panel. Miss Earnhardt is salaried, and let's begin the general questioning with Jayne Meadows.
At 15, you're salaried, Linda?
13.
13, you're salaried. She's going to be a millionaire by the time she's 21.
She is now.
Do you, Linda, deal in services of any kind? You do. Do you work for a profit-making organization?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would there be a product involved in what you do?
No.
No, no product. 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Linda, may we assume that this is work that you do during vacation? I hope you're still going to school, aren't you?
Yes.
You do this just during vacation?
Yes.
Is this work done indoors?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
Well, outdoors, huh, Linda? Are people helped by what you do, Linda?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Allen.
That's too bad. There is a service involved, and it's not in the... Well, is it outdoors, something you do?
Yes, it is outdoors.
Is there anything athletic about it, in any loose sense, John?
Yes.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, I'll see if I can tighten it up a little bit. Is there any game of any sort involved?
Game?
Game or sport?
No, I don't think we can include it under either of those categories. Sorry, Steve. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Meadows.
It's athletic, but it's not a game or a sport.
It's not... No, we would not consider it a game or a sport, no.
Do you do this alone?
No.
You do it with a group of people?
No, well, I tell you, we've got a no on the alone. I will qualify the no, but I think it has to remain no to the degree that the cooperation of others is necessary, but what Miss Linda does, she actually does by herself. 5 down, 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Linda, do you have to wear some kind of uniform other than ordinary street clothes for what you're doing?
Yes.
Would it be a costume that is more revealing than an ordinary day dress?
Okay. Bennett, Linda wants to be very fair.
Oh.
Gives you a no. That's
Thank you.
6 down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
Does what you do take place on, under, or near water?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Allen.
Does it take place on, under, or near land? No?
No, but I want to... I'm going to flip the cards because you're nowhere near it and you practically run out of time.
And you get stuck.
But the air. She does something in the air?
Yes.
Helicopters.
She must be, and she wears a uniform. You couldn't be a stewardess at 15.
That's absolutely right. That makes about 14 no's.
Oh.
Go on. No, actually, Linda, this is just wonderful. 13 years old, and she performs stunts on the wings of airplanes. And is trained and does parachute jumps sometimes just for fun, and probably has never been thoroughly frightened until right now, because she had to go on television. Is that right, Linda? That's right? Thank you. You say goodnight to the family, will you? Now we meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a message from our sponsor. Now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, and the panel, as you all know, is asked to blindfold itself for this particular phase of the program. Blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes.
Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? Panel, as you know, we use a different form of questioning for this portion of the program. You'll ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it all with Bennett, Cerf.
Well, there's been a lot of hilarity added to that wild cheering. May we assume that the mystery guest is a comedian?
Miss Cranston?
Do you appear in motion pictures? Was that weak?
This means that our guest has. Mr. Allen?
I was as interested as Bennett in the audience reaction. There was a lot of whistling and screaming and punching of ushers and that sort of thing. Are you would you call yourself well, not you maybe, but would anyone call you a glamorous figure?
Would you like to read? We have a little problem here. Our guest is certainly glamorous in the connotation of great reputation. But can I have a small conference, please? I would say then glamorous in terms of great reputation, but not glamorous necessarily in the more modern application of that word.
John?
By which I meant to say he wasn't a pretty boy, and I'll defend that statement in any open court.
Never mind all that. Who just did what to who here?
Well, we're not sure here yet. Miss Meadows.
I just got a kiss, darling, from this unglamorous comedian.
Oh.
Would this comedian be a romantic figure? Or was that kiss misleading?
We've had several committee meetings. We didn't need him. No. That's, 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf. I must have missed one.
I'd like to ask a rather personal question. Do Misha Elman and Yasha Heifetz scream with horror at mere mention of your name?
Oh, shut up.
I must say one thing.
Is romantic.
Yes. Hey, you made the whole book, then. You're romantic.
That was as nice a kiss as you've gotten in a long Steve.
Now, we had a real problem to tussle with. Jack was so sure that no matter what he did with his voice, how high he drove it, somebody would recognize it, that he wanted me to answer for him. We decided we couldn't do that. So he tried to get it all the way up there. But I guess it still gave him a...
I want to know one thing. How can this show afford me? Or do we all get the same money?
I think we all... Was it? They call it... Mine just says scale.
You know, I was here for 4 days. I was on Sullivan's show tonight and this show, and I've lost money on the 4 days.
But I think you're just getting in training to go back to Waukegan, because I think that you all would be interested to know that Jack is going back Wednesday this week, is it not?
Yes,
the city of
my hometown.
Waukegan will honor its first citizen. And the boy who made good in a great big way goes home.
See, they think that I put Waukegan on the map, but it's not true. Waukegan really put me on the map. That's a fact.
Well, I think it's...
I'd like to buy some of that Confederate money, but I'm the fella, Arlene, that wanted to buy it.
Pay off your cast with it.
Huh?
Pay off your cast with it.
We got a special interest, actually, Jack, in your comings and goings now, because you're going to be just ahead of us next fall, twice
That's
a
right.
month.
That's right. I'll be on at 10 o'clock starting next year.
On Sunday
right
night.
ahead of you.
Right ahead of us, and we'll be quite
I'll
frustrated.
try and have good shows for you, Bennett.
We know
you
this is
will.
going to help us a lot. A great big deal. Wonderful to see you, Big Sir. Always wonderful to see you. Panel, you've done very well tonight. Congratulations. And we'll all be back after this word from our alternate sponsor. We're very short for time, but let's see what we can do with another challenger. Will you... Will you come in and sign in, please? Would you sign in right there, please? Gloria? Kate, is that right? Panel, Miss Kate. Miss Kate, will you join me now? Because we're very short of time. I'll assume that you know how to keep score. We'll let everybody at home and in the theater, except the panel, know what your line is. All right, panel, as I've told you, unhappily, we are short of time, but let's see what we can do with this final challenger. We'll start it all off with Steve Allen and the word that Miss Cates is salary.
Miss Cates, is there a product connected with your work?
Yes, there is.
You have a very attractive suntan. Is that fact in any way connected with what you do professionally?
No, not necessarily.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Meadows.
Would this be a product that would be found in the home?
Yes,
Would it be found in any particular room in the home?
yes,
Would it be downstairs?
yes, generally.
Would it be in the kitchen, possibly? Something that we would use to make a meal with?
You could, in the process, yes.
Would it be something that's consumed, this product?
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Cates, is there any particular reason why that scoundrel Daly didn't tell us where you came from?
I don't think so.
No, no reason at all. That's 3 down. Miss Francis?
Is this product manipulated with the hand?
Yes.
Is it made of metal?
Yes, it is.
Is it applied to something else?
Arlene, I'm sorry we've run out of time. We did this for a very good reason, too. It'd be loads of fun, because Miss Cates designs bread boxes. Oh, my. That's too bad. At the Lincoln Metals Products Company in Brooklyn. Thank you, Miss Cates. I'm awfully sorry we didn't have more time, because we've had loads of fun with it. Will you say goodnight to the family? And now, very quickly, let me say I shall be away next week. I'm going to Japan on a reporting trip, and Eamon Andrews will be in my chair. He conducts What's My Line in England, and I know you'll have a lot of fun with the show while I'm gone. Until next week, then, this is Goodnight, Miss Francis, who will be in Westport doing Once More with Feeling this week.
Thank you, John. Good night. Good night, Steve. Lovely to have had you with us.
Nice to have been here, Arlene. Thank you. And, well, I can't say goodnight, Jane, so, so I'll see you later, Jane, and good night, Bennett.
Good night, Bennett. Have a nice trip in Washington.
Thank you. If you see Gertrude Berg in Japan, say hello to her from me.
Will do. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us on What's My Line.
Transportation for contestants on What's My Line is arranged by United Airlines. What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. This is Hal Sims speaking.